Ah, Nerevar, welcome back. Hopefully you are feeling better from your stomachache. I did warn you eating so much during Saturnalia would result in this. Here are some sour ash yam candies left over from the Witches' Festival. They will help you a bit. Can't celebrate the New Life Festival feeling like that now, can you? While we wait for you to feel better, how about I tell you about this festival? The New Life Festival is a Tamriel-wide event that celebrates the birth of a new year and celebrates the death of the old year. In contrast to the Old Life Festival, New Life takes place at the beginning of Morning Star. It was originally the celebration of the false sun god Magnus, but over time it changed into a celebration of the gift of new life, heralded by the hole he left behind. The New Life Festival also marks the start of the winter solstice, when Magnus the sun begins his return and the days start to grow longer. Almost all major races in Tamriel celebrate the New Life Festival in their own unique cultural way, and the celebrations themselves have been known to change over time. Many of the celebrations are symbolic of a historical event or have some form of deeper meaning. Celebrations include races, feasts, games, and dancing. In the Third Era, the mongrel emperor was known to give a new life address during this period, and many provinces observed the tradition of free ale in all taverns via magic vision. All across Tamriel, various citizens from all walks of life take up the mantle of New Life Herald and offer assistance to people who wish to take part in the festivities. Not all people support the festival, however. Some believe that engaging in such frivolity and hedonistic behavior in times of great peril is an affront to the teachings of false Nord gods Junal and Stun. Conversely, many merchants attribute a large portion of their annual income to the festival. And, as always, Daedras also make an appearance here as well, as one of the events coinciding with New Life is Clavicus Vile's Summoning Day. The serpent is also believed to hatch from a celestial egg, dropping its ivory egg tooth down to Tamriel to slither across the sky for another year. These Enwas love their weird delusions resulting from ingesting dubious-looking mushrooms, plants, and dust. Traditional celebrations, including food, drink, games, and dance, are common. The Dunmer of Ebonheart celebrate the new life with an act of defiance. When dancing was very briefly outlawed in the city, the citizens found a way around it by promptly inventing the lava-foot stomp. A dance they called a necessity, should their boot ever catch a flame, and performed it at various taverns across town. More deluded Dunmer instead celebrate Triune, where they visit a temple and learn about the lives and lessons of their saints. They should be worshipping me instead. How many of them can boast about celebrating some festivity with their own god in the flesh and drink together with them? Well, their loss. The Bretons, like I told you a couple of days ago, have Saturnalia, which heralds the New Life Festival. And, well, they share a lot of things, meaning they basically got a duplicated holiday. The Old Life Festival, primarily a mongrel dog tradition, complements the New Life Festival and are considered two sides of the same coin, much like Saturnalia, just that it takes place a day before. The Old Life Festival is necessary because to pass into the new year you must acknowledge the old. Dark tales and unsettling songs are told as part of the Old Life traditions to commemorate the shortening of the days with old life. One of these stories that is relevant to New Life is dubbed The Wolf That Craved the Sky and involves Storybeg, Hircine's skin changer aspect. The Reachmen also celebrate the New Life Festival and acknowledge the skin changer. Their version states that with the coming of the New Life Festival, two of Hircine's aspects come into conflict with each other. New Life marks the winter solstice, when the days begin to lengthen due to the return of the sun. Storybeg, the man-beast, thus pursues the sun in an attempt to eat it, an effort to keep the nights longer. To prevent this, Reachmen summon Hrokibeg, the mighty bear, to keep Storybeg constrained. We can agree that mongrel dogs deserve to be called as such, seeing how both them and deplorable beings like the Reachmen share such tradition. In the Nordic version of the tale, the skin changer has an endless hunger which once drove it to feast on the volcanoes of Morrowind and drink the Iliac Bay dry, thus creating the Alik'r Desert, before using Valenwood's trees for its oral hygiene. Seeing the moons untroubled, Storybeg threatened to consume them. The agile wolf claimed he could jump from the highest mountain to reach the moons, to which the moons responded that everyone would know they went missing. The skin changer said he could assume their forms, his eyes replicating their moonlight, but the moons then pointed out that the sun would know that the moons were no longer what they appeared. Storybeg merely replied that he would eat the sun too, as well as all the stars. After his feast, the world would be filled with nothing but darkness, and he would then engulf the world and let out a howl. Yet the moons mocked the wolf, stating that the sun's light is too rich of a meal. And so, to prove them wrong, the skin changer waited for the sun to be at its weakest when the Old Life Festival is celebrated. But the sun had other plans. It flared and burned bright, coinciding with the New Life Festival, and stopped the devourer in its tracks, sending it yelping away in pain. More obscure celebrations include that of the Nords of Lower Yorgrim, who celebrate by traveling to remote places, stripping down and leaping into freezing water, then drying off by a large fire among fellow participants. I said it before, and I will say it again, Nerevar. These Nords get weirder on every sermon, but at least their delusions do sound more entertaining than the others. Bosmer immigrants to Auradon introduced the locals of Skywatch to the Mudball Merriment, a game where balls of mud are thrown at everyone. Did you expect anything else? They are forest monkey elves, Nerevar. The Redguards of Bergama partake in the Signal Fire Sprint, a race to light several beacons around the city. This is to honor the sacrifice of an ancestor who saved Bergama from certain doom. During the Second Era, the Seamount Orcs of Betnik celebrated new life with a constant party known as the Stone-Tooth Bash. Food, drink, and festivities were at the heart of their new life celebration. Now these ones know how to party. Although the Orcs eventually lost control of the island and it was repopulated by Bretons, a rotisserie chicken dish known as Stone-Tooth Bash chicken became popularized across Tamriel and is still considered a new life staple today. But not all celebrations are lavish grand events. The Altmer of Haven celebrated through the simple act of charity. Yes, no one expected this, and I love the faces everyone makes when I say this. Known as the War Orphans Sojourn, participants travel to a temple in the heart of Greatwood and donate what they can, be it their gold or their time. It literally is one day in the whole year when they become decent people. Then they return to being the irritating racist snobs we are all used to. Similarly, the Argonians of Hismir have the Fish Boon Feast, one of Shadowfen's oldest celebrations. Those who are able to fish bring back food for those who are unable to. Typical from the Hist, who no doubt copied the Altmer tradition for how simple it was for their dumb lizards to understand. The Khajiit of Ralka celebrate the New Life Festival by finding true wealth in their actions. They honor their trickster god, Rajin, with the trial of the five-clawed guile. The challenge involves stealing coins from either locked boxes or the pockets of a previous winner. Yeah, it is to be expected, really. I mean, what else could you imagine them doing? As for the other races, Mormer do not celebrate new life. New life is not viewed positively by vampires, werewolves, and undead, for the turn of the year means the eventual return of longer days, and so they dance in darkness in hopes to hinder Magnus's return. But I firmly believe it is just because they are just too salty and grumpy to celebrate anything. All in all, there are many different variations of this festival. Actually, I should think how I can remodel it so we can celebrate our own here in Red Mountain, maybe for the next New Life Festival. Ah, I see you are feeling better now, Nerevar. But I suggest you control your hunger a bit. I know my food is delicious, but still. And as always, remember to honor the sixth house and the tribe, unmourned by raising your thumbs, subscribing to my sermons and inscribing your thoughts in the parchment below. I thank the unofficial Elder Scrolls page for sharing their knowledge used in my sermon, my patrons for making my sermons possible. Special thanks to the adoring fan, Connor Runda. An immense gratitude to this realm's current Sharmats, Dean Snyder and Tanya Davis. From Red Mountain, we wish you all a happy New Life Festival, so let us all enjoy the festivities. DJ Minion, hit it! and star, come to me through fire and war. Oh, oh, come Nerevar, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, lay down your weapons, it is not too late for my mercy. Oh, oh, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, 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 I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god, god. I'm a god. I'm a god.